Hi guys, so we're doing Antigone. I'm Jocelyn.
I'm Ryan.
So our scene is about a princess, princess, and a king.
The king, Creon.
Do you want to add one? Oh, okay, so basically our scene is, he's a fighting or argument scene. So Antigone had just been caught trying to bury her brother, and her brother was against the king, fighting against the king, so the king doesn't want to give him a proper burial. And the reason why she wants to bury her brother is because they believe that if they did not bury the body or the soul would just walk or wander around the earth aimlessly, right, Lucius? And so that's why it's so important for her to bury her brother's body, but he made a law saying that it was not.
It was not allowed to bury his body because he was fighting against us.
Mm-hmm. And so, yeah.
Yep. Okay. Oh, wait. You, with your eyes fixed on the ground, do you admit your charges or deny them?
I don't deny the charges. I admit them.
All right, clear off. Consider yourself lucky to be absolved of guilt. Now tell me briefly. I don't want a speech. You knew my edict would forbid this.
Of course I knew. You made it plain enough.
You took it upon yourself to disobey.
I'm sorry. Who made this edict? Was it God? Isn't it a man's right to bury decreed by divine justice? I don't consider your pronouncements so important that they could just overrule the unwritten laws of heaven. You are a man, remember? These unwritten laws are not just temporary measures. They stand forever. I'd have to face them when I die. And I will die without your troubling to arrange it. So what matter if I must die before my time? I welcome an earthly death living as I do now. What I cannot stand is passively submitting to my own brother's body being unburied. I dare you think I'm being silly. Perhaps you're not so very wise yourself.
I know these rigid temperaments are the first to break. Even the highest mettled steel will shatter at a blow. Even the highest mettled horses will break with a small bit. That is what's needed. Discipline. This girl knew damn well she was kicking over the traces, breaking the law. And now, when she has done it, she boasts about it, positively gloats. I don't care if she's my sister's daughter. I don't care if you're closer to me than all my family. She and her sister won't get off. I'll execute them. Oh yes, her too. She's in there, muttering, half bombing. It's her conscience. She can't hide her guilt. At least, she didn't try to justify it.
Won't my death be enough? Do you want more?
No, that'll do as far as I'm concerned.
Then why not do it now? Our wills conflict head on, no chance of reconciliation. I can't think of a finer reason for dying, guilty of having buried my own brother. These men are on my side, but they daren't say so.
That's where you're wrong. You're quite alone in this.
These men are on my side. They're forced to cringe to you.
These men obey, but you and you alone decided to disobey. Aren't you ashamed?
Ashamed? Ashamed of what? Ashamed of being loyal to my own family, my own brother?
Antigone was also your own brother.
Indeed he was. Of course he was my brother.
So why are you so disloyal to him?
If he were living now, he'd back me up.
For treating him no differently from him?
It was his brother that died, not just some servant.
Died while commanding and invading forces, but Antigone died fighting for his country.
But that doesn't affect the laws of burial.
You can't treat friends and enemies the same.
Who knows what the rules are among the dead?
Your friend doesn't become your enemy by dying.
Let me say this. If we must have these groupings, I'll join anyone in loving, but not in hating.
All right, then, die. Love them both in hell. I'm not here to be shoved around by a woman.
Ooh.
See?